the Bowheads from the whale defense. Never heard of that whale before. Kind of think it's fake. Versus the Wind, and I've definitely heard of the Wind before because it's a euphemism for farting. The Wind are
I
looking
don't know
as
why
well.
you know that. Hang on. I don't know why you know that. But anyway.
Everybody knows that. Come on, come on now.
Continue.
So yeah, the Wind here are sitting in a wild card spot for playoffs, and they need as many games as possible to make sure that nothing happens in the last 3 match days to upset their trajectory. Meanwhile, the Bowheads, they are eliminated, I think, officially from playoff contention. Let me see. No, mathematically, actually, they can sweep the next 4 nights and make it into the playoffs somehow. But I think with any loss here tonight, even one game, I think that'll put them mathematically out. So they are going to be looking to rise above their record. Meanwhile, the Wind are going to look to blow them down. See what I did there? Oh man, they should pay me more money.
Yeah, pay you more money indeed. We got some player stats in front of you. Looking at Funk Jim Jam, maybe Funky. I'm gonna call him Funky because I think that's what he's going for. Jim Jam, Azazel, and Don't Take My Rock versus. Oh boy, you got to help me out with this one. Trucks Jillo, GGA Astro, Liquidas. Go ahead.
We're gonna go Spanish pronunciation Yilo. So Trucks Yilo.
Truxilo. Okay.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Liquidas 77 and Tulane. Some fun notes about at least Tulane. He's known for securing teammates' goals. Definitely not stealing them, though. Always securing them. Also, he might be a little handsome. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, geez.
That's all I'm going to say.
Get a room.
Hey, I'm just letting you know. I saw what I saw, and it is what it is. That's all I'm saying. Other than that, though, everything's looking pretty squared up. You know, shooting percentage-wise, goal-wise, game-wise. I think the rosters are pretty set. It looks like actually all 4 players are getting a lot of playing time over there on the Wind, keeping everybody in rotation. So I'm hoping to see all 4 players on both sides, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it seems as though the defensive end on the Bowheads is what has cost them some games this season. However, I can imagine that they might have made a roster move somewhere in the middle of that, and who knows, they could be on the biggest upswing of their entire lives, sweep for the next 4 match days, and secure a playoff spot. We never know. But either way, it matters what happens when you're playing late and you're playing on stream with the nerves. Literally anything can happen. So if we have the teams here, we're going to get our wonderful streamer Polik to send them in, and let's get this party bumping.
Yeah, I'm very excited for these kind of matchups. You know, the Bowheads obviously, or Bowheads having obviously the losing record here. They're looking to just take away games, right? They're looking for that. Haha, I did that to you. You didn't make playoffs because of us, or you have that bad record now because of us. So this is a very fun time for the Bowheads, and I think they're gonna make some magic happen here. Let's see what entails. Let's see what it all comes down to.
I'm gonna make the executive call, and that you're probably right with Bowheads, because Bow would be boat, and I don't think they're naming the whales after the boat. I think they're naming the whales after ancient weaponry.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with Bowheads as Truxilo, which is another stab in the dark, sending this all the way down the line. Jim Jam, now that is an RSC veteran right there. Jim Jam's been around since at least season 6. Funky forcing to make the save off of Truxilo's ball, and for whatever reason, game is starting off real hot. Azazel, Astral, is making that save right before getting demoed. Somehow the orange team hasn't scored yet, even though they're keeping up this massive amount of pressure. A bouncer not finding its way under the bar, and Liquidas. I'm giving up on the names, Fiend. Go ahead, please.
It's Liquidas. You got it right. Apparently, he likes to say Flickadas when he shoots. Oh. Another fun fact about the Wind players.
What a weirdo.
I know, kind of weird. But anywho, they are playing very aggressive ball right now, as they've maintained possession pretty much this whole first half. That's going to be on net from Truxillo. Help me out with the Spanish pronunciation.
Truxillo. I don't know.
Truxillo, yeah. I'm just going to call him Jillo.
Well, because the J is a Y.
So I see Jello, so I'm calling him Jillo. It is what it is. That's what we're going with.
We'll just call him Trux, okay? Yeah.
Okay, fine. I like Jillo better, though.
Well, if you call him Trux, I'll call him Yilo, and then nobody will understand.
Then nobody can complain. We'll do that. But either way, The win team finally picking up that goal after, like I said, probably about a full minute of possession there, and just finally found a seam in the defense. And here we go. One up.
Oh, beats 2.
3:15 on. Beats 2, but look at Doss there. Jim Jam in the corner. Now a little bit of a mistouch heading towards mid, but his teammate Funky is there to clean it up. Sends it down the other way. Good touch from Lycidas. Azazel coming down. Funky with the pass back. Little give and go action, but Trucks able to break things up a bit here. Jim Jam's not done. Nobody's in the net. Tulane able to get back in time. This one's going to be close to the net, but Tulane hanging out dead center. Azazel now. Good touch from him. Lycidas trying to find a teammate. Does not find one. Funky now a little bit too high. Teammates there. What? Jim Jam. What? Exactly what it just went in my mind, because that looked like a very good opportunity. Now look at
not punished.
For 1-2, and there you have it. Win with a 2-goal lead.
You like it or not, there is a such thing as too speedy Jim Jam. You can't do that, man. Where are the comms? I love that complexity away decal, by the way. I think it's wonderful. I just can never find the wheels to pair it with, and then it kind of also flashbangs me a little bit, but I love it. So props to Trucks for using it, and I'm really leaning on the yellow part because, you know, complexity, Spanish team, even though they're now in NA, I have to believe that that is pronounced in that manner. With a semi-waterfall ball coming out of here, nobody was quite ready for it, excuse me. Now the blue team is going to push it all the way down the zone. A demo for their efforts as well, off the sidewall to nobody, but with a backflip, it might put on some pressure. Jim Jam with a big dunk, 2 into the corner. And everybody peeling away from that would rather have the 100 beanage than a shot off the back wall. And so with this touch, if Jim Jam can race here and put this one on target, not quite. Funky, though, cutting rotation to get there. That's a better instance of cutting rotation, as aside from stealing it from your teammate. But Tulane, no, not like this. Not an instant counterattack goal.
Big fakes. Huge fakes coming from everyone on that last play.
Yeah.
Funky with a little dish out to mid, but unfortunately it's to Tulane. Tulane with the big fake. Ooh, Azazel able to make a touch on it and kick it out to the side. Jim Jam trying to take over. The ball got a little too ahead of him, or rather he got a little too ahead of the ball. He finds himself across field again, getting 50 from Tulane. Funky now trying to get some possession, makes it past 1. In the corner versus Lycidas, does not make it by. Azazel now with an opportunity. This one not going to be in the middle enough for any teammate to get to. And now the Bowheads, that's what we decided on, Bowheads, race back and gets a possession of their own. We got Jim Jam now. Little boost, steals 1. Trucks hanging steady. Funky now with the pass over mid. It gets over 1. Azazel not able to get the touch, but either is Lick, fortunately. And here we go. Another one down. Lycidas kicking it out. Gonna be to Trucks. Trucks not able to get the touch. Funky with a great pass across the way, and Tulane finding the clear. Ball's hanging out. Azazel looking for the play. The solo play. Oh, unfortunate as he couldn't find that third touch, but what an attempt coming from Azazel there. I thought that was on the money.
This has been a very even game after that second goal has gone in. Both teams getting a couple looks here or there on offense. Nothing quite finding the back of the net, and so Funky meeting Lycidas 77. I say Lycidas, and the only thing I can think of is the Pokemon Lickitung as well as an albatross. So if Lickitung was a bird, that's all I got for you. Tulane sending it down. If it was on target, it was surely in the net, but instead it'll be a nice dimer out mid, forcing Azzy to jump for it, and Wind with a spike into the ground will take game 1. Titanium white Dracos, or those gray, they're probably gray. Who knows? Anyway, excellent showing from Wind. We knew they were the stronger team, but once again, the Bowheads, they were in there. Even though the score line didn't reflect it, you take away that one double commit that Jim Jam kind of stole his teammate's ball, and that's a different looking game.
It sure is. I definitely think it's going to be different heading, going forward. Because like you said, they scored those 2, and then everything kind of seemed to flatten out and become really even and not the game that we expected it to be. So I think the Bowheads have a lot of surprises, a lot of whatever coming in store to make something happen. But again, it's going to be another Wind has to play. You don't have a choice. They're pretty even in their record, so they need these games. Everything from here on out is extremely important. So we need things to get going, and hopefully, they do what they came here for, the W's. That's what they need.
And if you're reading chat there from our streamers, it's pronounced bow.
It's pronounced bow.
Yep. Or
So it is.
no, wait, no.
Don't don't say
Wait,
it.
what? I'm confused. Do I know how to read?
I don't
Oh
know
no,
how to read
crowd is
anymore.
out. Yes, it's bow. It's bow. It's bow and
Yeah, it's
arrow. It's bow.
bow.
Yeah, yeah,
Bow
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
arrow.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. We're good.
God, it's too late,
We're
man.
good.
I had work today. Like
That's what
my
I'm saying.
brain
It's been a
is
long day.
freaking fried, man. So thank God I'm not playing. I mean, I already had to play my 4 games of the night. Thank God I'm not doing it this late at night. Props to these homies. Thank you for entertaining us. Thank you for being here in the stream. I'll just do the little plug stuff as we're gearing up for kickoff of game number 2 in our final series of the night. Match day. I have no idea what number.
13.
Because we had so many holidays that I can't be. I needed a calendar.
At least I think it's 13.
Yeah, the match day 13 as Jim Jam trying to squeak that one inside the bar, but we thank you for being here. Exclamation point Discord if you like what you're seeing and you want to join us for next season, as this season is almost wrapping up. Jim Jam missing off the back wall, but luckily Azazel is there to bail him out, and now Yilo, excuse me, pre-flipping that one, not quite getting there. Chulane with an excellent 50-50. Pushing this down the zone, and now a team play if they can pass it mid to Lycidas. Lycidas setting up Chulane, but getting bumped. You can't bump an admin like that. Can't do that. That's against the rules.
These games have just both started out with so much heat and just so much speed. Yeah. I get like overwhelmed almost. Big demo coming in from Azazel there. He's going to keep this one on his own, trying to flick it over Trucks. Not able to. Funky keeping it in the mix. Lycidas now. Plenty of boost, I'm assuming. Kicks it over one. Azazel and Funky in a terrible spot, but Funky able to get to that ball again. Save a very bad situation from occurring. Jim Jam doing a little Jim Jam in the corner. That's what I'm going to call that. Bringing it down is Azazel. Azza now kicking it out to Funky, but Lycidas there in time. Jim Jam again trying to find some room for his team. Manages to do so. Turns around, plenty of boost. Trucks with a strong 50. This one's kicked out to the mid, but nobody from the win team is there to pick that one up. This one's a little scary. Jim Jam manages to get a flick out to the corner, but Trucks with a nice tap. Azazel, not the best clear. It's going to be Lycidas coming in out of nowhere. Rocket Man style. Chulane now trying to make something of it.
Do something cool. Do a flip.
He's trying. He's trying his absolute best to do something cool. Lycidas now with a shot opportunity. This one's just going to be a little wide. Trucks now with the chip shot.
Not even.
Nobody there. Funky must have just been in a bad spot. I'm not sure if it was a double or what happened here. Oh, he was on the back wall. Runs into the back wall, slams into the post, and Truck's getting away with just a nice little chipperoo.
Like he's playing golf, little true ex-Yulo. Doing stuff out there, and now Marky marking the Funky Bunch on the kickoff. Not going to quite get through it. I don't know how to mispronounce Jim Jam, because it feels like I'm doing it with everybody else, so congratulations on having the easiest name in RSC, Jim Jam. As we move to Chulain.
Which is actually true.
Azazel getting it in there. Salazzle, another Pokemon. Why do I have so many Pokemon on the brain? Funky knocking it over Chulane, doing a little backwards dance. Somehow still making contact with the ball. It's now a 1v1. Lycidas getting there first. It's all the way down the pitch. If Trucks can turn, it's a 50 into the corner. Chulane with the speed was the first one there, but doesn't make contact. And now we got to try for Lycidas to put the putback in there. But all three players from Blue go! All of them go! Somehow Jim Jam is able to stay behind the ball, and Azazel can clear that ball.
We'll go with Azazel. Somebody said it means angel. So, fun fact, it means angel. There you go. Somebody will probably have to, fact check that, because I'm just going off of you guys, but you guys are generally right, so we'll go with that.
Yeah, I mean, I apologize for mispronouncing, but we're doing it on the fly. I've never seen these people before in my life. I don't speak Spanish. Everything is difficult.
But it's fine. Oh, it's a demon.
We don't know anything, okay? We're actively... Our streamer is looking at Wikipedia while Trucks is scoring these wonderful backwards pre-flip...
It really was,
shenanigans scooper-doopers.
Good pass from freaking Lick right across the mid, and Trucks managing just to get the craziest shot probably of his career, because that should probably have not have redirected that way, but it managed to. And I guess, he is that man. He might be that guy.
Tags, man, but this Rocket League is friggin' incredible. Wind asserting dominance. Are we sure this isn't the team at the top of Solar? Good gracious.
They are really putting on something here as they're up by 2 again. Minute 23 left. but not quite, you know, the most impressive, cleanest game of Rocket League that I've ever seen. So at the same token, the Bowheads giving them quite a problem. Keeping them on their feet, not letting them take away everything and every opportunity that they can have, as Trucks is making another one here for himself, but kicks it out a little too far. Looking for a teammate's going to be Funky, though. Look at us with a strong 50. Going to be met by Azazel.
Azazel.
Which is a demon.
Another one.
And that was an absolute demon of a shot coming in from Trucks.
Woo. I mean, it simply the best shooter in the lobby by far. Have you seen these goals? Watch them again. Don't skip the replay. Hat trick, 587 points, 3 for 5, and a save to boot. The man can play defense too. Just an absolute pop-off game for T.
He's just making it happen. I'm not sure how, but he's making it happen. Those shots, the last 2 that he's had, are just like on another level. I don't know if he should be in rival admins. But yeah, he's here. He's here and he's playing and he's ready to go. Look at us. Looking to get his team some time as the clock's ticking away. They're up by 3. Gonna be Azazel. Pushing it up by 1 is met by Tulane. Crux, the demon himself, looking for that solo play. Kicks it a little too far, decides to back off, plays it off the sidewall. Lycados and Tulane flying out of midair. I'm not sure if you saw that, but they were. Lycados able to get there in time. Nice clean save. Azazel to try to follow up. And as time is ticking away, Wind keeping it going, keeping it alive here in game 2. Easy W's as they win this one by not 2, but 3.
Oh, I see what you did there, because Wind starts with a W. There's no W in Bowheads.
Yes, there
wait,
is. What?
Wait a minute.
All right, now you're definitely tired.
Yeah, okay. So I'm dehydrated or something. So I want to say, right, that sometimes you just get peaked on, right? Sometimes you play a game, one person out of the enemy team, absolutely peaking. But I am so afraid of what Trucks is going to try and do in the next 2 games that I don't even want to call it peaking because I'm afraid. You know, like I'd be afraid if I was on the enemy team. You need to find a way to shut this person down, whether that is through the demos, whether that's through early challenging, whatever. But like you're seeing dimes from his teammate and just instant into the net. Like it's teleporting. He's hitting it with so much power.
Yeah, I definitely think you need to find a way to shut him down, but they also need to, you know, there's a lot of double commits I'm seeing from the Bowheads, right? There's a lot of times where they're on defense and they're very just strung out across the field and they're not very in touch with one another, so they're always racing back to try to get there, try to be there on time, and it's allowing just for a lot of bad situations on there. And so Wynn's just capitalizing on that moment, so the Bowheads just got to calm down a bit, talk, get the comms going if they're not going. I hope they are. And hopefully pull a game or 2 out of this, you know? But without further ado, game 3 is coming in, and we do have a sub, not on the Bowheads, which is surprising, but actually for the win. GGA Astro makes his way onto the pitch for game 3.
GGA Astro. Yeah, wait, what the heck? It's not... Okay.
I thought it was just Astro before.
At least I know the word Astro. But I didn't look at the name tag before you said Jim Jam, peek on him, sauce on him, Funky, into the back of the net. Let's go. An immediate goal. They're regretting that sub within 9 seconds.
Gotta love it. Got to love it. Finally, the Bowheads finding their first goal of the series, by the way. But making it happen. Starting off strong, only 10 seconds in, and they find a lead for the first time tonight. We got Lycados trying to make something happen. He's going to be met by Funky. The Demon Truck's in a bad spot. He's going to get saved and bailed out from Astro. Funky now with a shot opportunity. Cannot get it down. Very hard shot opportunity, by the way. And Astro taking it away. Good 50 coming in from him. These Bowheads are on fire right now. They are up and they are ready to go. Big whiff. Lycados bailing his teammate out. Funky now shooting this one over to the mid. Jim Jam was there, but not quite. A little too fast, unfortunately. Funky was still a shot opportunity, but Trucks able to kick this one away. Jim Jam now in the corner. Plenty of boost to work with. Looking for the pass to his teammate, but he's met by Astro. Astro now has possession, taking his time. Looking for the flick, but can't get it past Funky. This one's hanging out in the middle. Jim Jam with an easy clear. Over 2, over 3. Funky. Not sure if he should have gotten the way on that one, but nonetheless, the shot's going to be on net, but Lycados with a huge save. Azazel now racing back. trying to find some time. Jim Jam getting in the mix. I'm not sure why. All three
Oh, it works.
of the Bowheads are in their own corner. Scary, scary times.
Oh my god. I mean, so far, first minute and 20 seconds, ignoring the scoreboard it's been the Bowheads asserting or just imposing their will upon the orange side here, which is something we had not seen in the first two games. Jim Jam perpetually fake challenging, forcing Lickados to Flickados that one right to Astro, is going to cut up the first defender, but when you have Funky back there, Funky has decided that they will be the ones to take charge of this match as Jim Jam hopefully passing to Funky mid. Funky peels away though, expecting a booming clear off the back wall, and unfortunately there with the whip can't put that one on target, and so it will now be maybe the first glimpse of possession from the orange side that we've seen this half.
It's so just back and forth right now, like you said. It's definitely the Bowheads so far, and that's great. That's what we want to see. But I think as the game is progressing, we're starting to see them slow down a bit, or at least pull their finger off the trigger, per se, because nothing's happening. Everything's hanging out, and as I say that, here comes the mighty and all-powerful wind. A tornado, mind you, because as Trucks makes a great attempt there off the back. Funky not able to get the touch he wanted, and Lickados capitalizing. So we got a tie ball game, 2:42, and this is game 3 for those of you who are joining in now.
2:42, 1-1, Funky bunch through the air. Well played from Astro. You always you gamble a little bit with a sub always, right? Because you believe that your 3-man is the best roster kind of thing. And Astro, you don't know, have they been in free play, queue and ranked, kind of just chilling, eating nacho cheese chips. Call back to the Cheese Guild. Hey, what's up, guys? Hope you're still in the chat. You don't know what he's doing. It seems like Astro's doing just a fine job of keeping up with the pace of play. Setting himself up for 1, a pop over 2. Can they double? No. Az has something to say about it. And so now with that 100 boost flying past the ball, Trucks don't give Trucks an angle at the net. Luckily, that one hugs the back wall just enough that they can't do anything about it. And so now Jim Jam will be taking it the other way over to Funky. Almost didn't want to touch that one, I think. I think the bouncer there would have been dangerous for the last defender. Instead, it'll be off the back wall to no blue supporting cast. And we'll reset here with a little Lickados dribble.
Nice little touch there coming out of Lickados, too, at the end. Funky going to try to kick this one up to Jim Jam, who's not able to get a touch. Now he's got plenty of time. Nobody's actually committing to him. But as Trucks finally has had enough of that, clears the ball away. Scary one in the net, double fake coming from Funky and Lickados. Astro's going to be the first one there to pick it up. Getting past one, it's going to be Funky. Throwing this one all the way down to the other side. Azazel deciding to stay in. Jim Jam coming up. A little bit of a bump on both ends, but Lickados getting over one. This is scary now. Somebody's going to have to race back quick. Funky finds himself in the pocket and finds the clear. Going to be Astro again. Back wall, looking for his teammate. Gets it over one. This one's scary, hanging over the top. Lickados coming in hot, but not able to make the contact that he wanted to.
No, Jim Jam.
Jim Jam was there. It was looking hot. But Azazel there to back him up, kind of getting in the way. Oh, Lickados finding a crazy save if Azazel falls on the ball. Funky with the shot, and Trump's not able to make it on the back post. Actually, the Bowheads. Wow, look at that with another great goal, just making the win team stretch out really thin, and Truck's not able to make the save, so they find themselves up by 1 in game 3, 40 seconds left.
Joke's on you guys. RSC is scripted. Both of them are going to be 3-1s with the team earning 1 game being game number 3, and I was just saying it's a sweep to hide the fact that we are indeed scripting the lineups. Either that or Rival is just a perpetual 3-1 zone, maybe. But I say that as if, this could keep up for the Bowheads. This could definitely be a 2-2. I'd like to see, especially if they lose this game, if they decide that Astro gets no more game time and they go back to the first lineup where they were absolutely saucing on him. But you put this man, Funky, in front of the ball, and he starts to look a little bit like Trucks there. With 6 seconds left, we need to make sure that Astro can't do anything with it, and that beautiful ball from Funky should force this one into the dirt. No, Funky, keeping it alive once again, has to, off of Trucks' car. This one is going to laser off the back wall. Almost another goal for the blue side. Actually, yeah, no! Oh, it didn't matter what he did, score it or put it into the ground. Funky secures his team the game 3.
Very, very entertaining, to say the least. But the Bowheads picking up a game here. We love to see that. Might have been the sub, might not have been. I think Astro played an absolutely fine game. regardless of his pure zeros on the scoreboard. But he did have 206, a one, 4 more than Trucks, who's been an absolute all-star tonight. So maybe just a little weird, maybe just a little whatever. But I think the Wind are still looking for their extra W, and they're going to go for 3. They're going to go for 3. So we'll see what happens here. We got game 4 coming in hot. The Bowheads fresh off a win, maybe a little bit of momentum in their favor. And yeah, I think the Bowheads have a shot. I think they're going to do it. I think
Oh,
they're going to take it,
absolutely.
and they're going 2-2. I think your 3-1 prediction is going to be wrong. Finally, I'm going to be
Mhm.
right this time, and we're going to
Oh,
see a
no.
2-2 series.
See, it's severely less impressive when you call it this late into the gambit, but I'll give it to you, if you
Hey,
want to be
it's
correct.
still calling it.
And Tulane officially back in the lineup. They did decide, oh, we subbed you in because we believed in you, Astro. You lost us the game and put your butt on the bench once again. Sometimes that's the way it goes, but now they look like fools if Bowheads are able to ride that momentum into taking the last game of the night. So once again, this is the last game of the night, regular season match day 13. Hopefully, asterisk, exclamation point Discord in the chat. If you are new here, we'd love to have you for this next season coming up as we are gearing towards playoffs here very shortly. Thank you for watching. Check out, all of our socials, Rocket, Soccar, Confederation. You know the vibes, man, as we got Lickendaw's air dribble time over 1, gets bumped off of it, but can Truck slot this one. A rare miss off of the back wall there. It was contested, so you can't blame him that much. But Azazel, Azazel, so many
Azazel.
Z's. Azazel. Oh, mamma mia! Oh, that's not Italian. Jim Jam saving that one easily. Air dribble, never scared. Jim Jam still with the ball. Pop one, just one to beat. A little flickeroonie off the crossbar, setting up the teammate. Dimes, absolute dimes.
I'm telling you, the Bowheads are hungry. They're gonna ride this wave for as long as they can. And Jim Jam with a great pass over 1, and Azazel just there in the perfect time. Great shot, not defendable. I don't think at that point Trucks was sitting flat-footed, just no chance for him. So Bowheads up by 1. 30 seconds down, give or take. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Yes, to answer people in chat, this was the lineup on the what the heck? This was the lineup on the orange side for for the first 2 games. They subbed out Tulane for Astro. They lost that game, and now they're back to their original starting lineup. Unfortunately, Jim Jam not doing that whole RLCS Moist Esports spawn where he instantly turns and saves it, and Sunless Khan makes a video. Instead, it just goes into the net. Mundane. We forget about it like it never even happened, and the scoreline is once again 1-1.
Very interesting. Truck's just able to get there in time. It's looking like the Bowheads are just playing a bit more aggressive instead of like before. I was saying they were very strung out and they were always racing to get back. Of course, they were racing to get back there, so not much has changed, but they're definitely playing a lot more aggressive, and it seems like at least as a team. So maybe a change of comms, whatever the case may be. Like I said, they're going to ride this one out as far as they possibly can and hopefully make an upset happen here. As I say that, Funky putting one towards net, Lickendaw's is going to be there. Tulane kicking this one up. It's going to be Jim Jam. This one's actually on net. Nobody home, and Jim Jam finding another goal for his team.
What the heck? I'm gonna make the joke now. I didn't make it before, but he's shooting like he's actually in training mode here on the training mode map, or the default one. Everybody probably changes it, but I'm not gonna dox myself. You don't need to know what map I train on. It doesn't do anything anyway. I suck at the game. Point is, like he's in training mode, just going for flip reset. No, come on, Funky. We gotta let the man work. I know he's on the other team and you're trying to win the game, but come on, I wanted to see it as Jim Jam. Jim Jam doesn't care. Jim Jam will do it all himself out of the corner, 1-2 punch.
I guess according to chat, this is prime Jim Jam, just full ape mode. So that's what you guys are seeing right now. He's making it happen. 2 goals in a row, extending the lead, and he is just hungry, man.
Look at the tag. He has the tag a soloist, man. He understands. That man is actively saying, "You're my teammate." No, you're not. This is a one-man army.
Yeah, well, hey, if it works for him, it works for him. Right now, it's definitely working for him, so here we go. It looks like Azazel, it might be a little AFK in the net there.
That's okay. Ping doesn't seem to be a problem. Unfortunately, we are too late in this whole shebang in order to
stop it, but yeah, I think an unfortunate maybe controller disconnect, something going on in the background there. But Wint and Tulane coming in with a good one, so
now you're
down by 1.
You're gonna a great pass in chat like the man was an AFK. What is this blasphemy? Looks to be back now, though.
Isn't this man an admin?
Yeah,
Somebody
I know.
report this guy, Jim Jam.
Do it again!
The dude is just like killing it right now. And as you can tell, he has every opportunity to play the Ape game, and he's playing the Ape game strong. Extending the lead back to 2. We got 3 minutes to go. Hopefully Azazel has whatever going on figured out, and we'll finish up this game here. But the Bowheads up by 2.
Step 1 is get Jim Jam above ball, and step 2 is watch in awe.
And step 3 is don't let trucks do that for free.
Yeah. The game is not out of Wynn's hands in the slightest, especially if they're gonna, put one back into the net, cut the lead in half. So quickly, there is still the majority of this game to play, and so I'm not calling a winner here either way. My prediction is already shot, and now I just need to root for Fiend to probably win his, because all my homies gotta eat.
True. I like eating.
This one, empty netter Spaghetti can funky backflip into this one. Not quite. And Trucks will have a free empty net for the tying goal, and they've done it in 20 seconds, according to the card there. The lead is gone, Fiend. It's a tied game once again.
But it's okay. Just let Jim Jam do his thing. He's been doing great. Just let him go.
True.
Azazel, as somebody has pointed out in chat, Azazel, as we've been saying it incorrectly this entire time. Thanks for coming in at game 4, guy in chat. Azazel's back and in the action, as you can tell. We got Jim Jam now in the corner, trying to beat Trucks to the ball. Trucks is going to have a wide open net, bar down, not quite.
Wow.
Good touch coming from Azazel here. Funky's going to be the first one there, playing it real slow, maybe getting a little bit of a fake, but not faking out Likados, who's ready to play. Funky, little pass out to his teammate, not quite the right tempo. Tulane looking for one, but he's met by Jim Jam. The Ape Man himself actually made a team play over to Azazel. Oh, not quick enough. Tulane's going to be there for the save.
Oh, my God.
Another shot opportunity is going to get thrown away by Trucks. Trucks now, solo play. I don't think anybody's back. As I say that, Azazel comes racing in off screen and manages to get to the ball.
Oh, no.
Little solo play coming in from Trucks. Funky sitting flat-footed in the net, and Wind will take the lead in game 4 with 1:48 remaining.
There was such hard belief that Az was going to get in front of that ball. Did not. And Trucks with another gift. Definitely not his most mechanical goal of the night, but 4 in this game. I think he's got over 10 for the entire series so far. And with 3 in a row, will put his team back on top. With 1:38 left to play, they're putting the screws to him now. And we need either Jim Jam to go hero mode once again just for the tie, or we need to find teammates in this whole dance. And there it is. It's been decided. Jim Jam will set himself off the back wall. Off a nice pass from Az. I won't take that away from him. But under the defender, Tulane too slow. Get your numbers up. Hit the gym. And tied game.
It might be their downfall, because that's why their record might be that way, because they, Jim Jam is always trying to ape. But I have to admit, when they let him ape, it's proving very well, at least in this game. So maybe they should let him do that more often. I'm just saying. Can't hate on the guy if he's making it happen.
Absolutely. Well, where was it the first 3 games of the series? Excuse me, I'm yawning. I'm sorry. I'm professional. Likados, though, that's not the touch you want. As Funky, we've seen this man carry an entire game as well. You don't want to let an easy one go through now if you are Wind. It will take the wind out of your sails, so to speak.
Cue up the snare drum.
Yep. See, this is why I didn't sign up to cast, because I knew my jokes were going to be cardboard.
Cardboard? Oh, the shot from Azazel. Azazel. Now I'm going to say it wrong. Azazel, the Weasel. What a shot coming from him right off the post. Likados might have helped it. I'm not sure if it was going to go in, but Likados with a little, hey, you can hold this for me, I guess. And the Bowheads now take the lead. 35 to go. Wynn's got to come up with something quick if they're looking for this extra W, or they're going to make me right, and nobody likes when I'm right. So
I wish I wish I had a smart enough brain to figure out how many lead changes there have been this game, like this game alone, but it has to be quite a few, at least 4. That was a beautiful dunk by Jim Jam. Hopefully Az can get there. This time Tulane will make the save instead of Ongoli, but that's a good beat from Funky. Trucks, a rare whiff. It was a very hard angle, and so now we need somebody to get to that ball, or not at all. Just don't let Likados absolutely peek on you with Az being up quick for it. That's a 2-2. Not what the Wind wanted when they walked into this matchup, but if you're the Bowheads, you're sitting high, you're sitting pretty, and with a 771 point performance out of Jim Jam, you gotta be happy with that.
Yeah, definitely not upset about it. So yeah, congrats to the Bowheads. I think they came in and did what I said. Took some games off of the Wind, kept Wind right at the same record they're at, and maybe kind of messed up their time, but who knows? We'll see. We got a couple games left. Either way, good game to both the teams, the Bowheads and the Wind. Thanks for playing tonight. Thanks for giving